Thank you for viewing this presentation from the Tennessee Department of Revenue on franchise and excise tax exemptions. This presentation covers exemptions for farming or personal residence for farming purposes held in limited liability companies or limited partnerships. Qualifications for this exemption can be found in Tennessee Code Annotated Section 67-4-2008 and Internal Revenue Code Section 280A. The entity must be a limited liability company, limited partnership, or limited liability partnership to qualify for this exemption. At least 2/3 of the activity must be either farming or holding one or more personal residences, including acreage contiguous to the dwelling, where one or more of the members or partners reside. To qualify for the exemption, at least 95% of the voting rights, capital interest, or profits for the entity must be owned either by natural persons who are relatives of one another or by trust for their benefit. A natural person is considered to be a relative if by blood or adoption they are descended from a common ancestor and their relationship with each other is closer than a first cousin, or if they are spouses of one another. To satisfy the requirement relative to farming, it includes the growing of crops, nursery products, timber or fibers, such as cotton, for human or animal use or consumption, the keeping of horses, cattle, sheep, goats, and chickens or other animals for human or animal use or consumption, the keeping of animals that produce products such as milk, eggs, wool, or hides for human or animal use or consumption, and also the leasing of the land to be used for the purposes described in the Tennessee Code. To satisfy the requirement relative to personal residence held by an entity, they must meet these provisions under subdivision A6. Because of farming activity or because the property has been used as a personal residence for at least 5 years. If so, it will remain exempt for at least 1 year from the end of the calendar year in which it ceases to qualify for the exemption, but only with regard to the property and transactions related to the property that it held at the time it last qualified for the exemption. To qualify as a personal residence, the dwelling unit must be occupied for personal use by partners or members of the entity for more days than it is rented to others who are not partners or members of the entity. In order to receive the exemption, you must file Form FAE 183, an application for exemption or annual exemption renewal. If the entity does not meet the exemption requirements in any given year, it is taxable on all activities for that year and must complete a franchise and excise tax return. The FAE 170 must be filed electronically with payment of any taxes due by the 15th day of the fourth month following the close of the taxable year. To renew your exemption, you must file Form FAE 183 on an annual basis. Both the initial and renewal applications must be submitted by the 15th day of the fourth month following the entity's year end. Failure to timely file an application for exemption or renewal may result in the assessment of a $200 penalty. Entities that request a federal income tax extension are automatically granted an extension for franchise and excise tax. To ensure the extension is properly applied, check the box next to the statement, "Taxpayer has filed a federal extension." For more information, please see the application for exemption or annual renewal form, the FAE 183 from the Tennessee Department of Revenue. You may also find additional information regarding the franchise and excise tax return on Form FAE 170 and its instructions on Tennessee Code Annotated Section 67-4-2008 and also Internal Revenue Code 280A. Relevant guidance on this topic is also available in the Franchise and Excise Tax Manual that you can find on our Tennessee Department of Revenue website at tn.gov/revenue. Should you need additional information or have any questions, the contact information displayed on the screen provides additional ways to connect with us. This includes our website at tn.gov/revenue, our email revenue.support@tn.gov, and you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and LinkedIn. You can also contact us by phone Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Our general tax line is 615-253-0600, or if you have questions regarding franchise and excise tax, you should call 615-253-0700. You can also access the additional resources by clicking the links in the supplemental PDF located in the webinar video library. And again, thank you for viewing this presentation from the Tennessee Department of Revenue.